Let me tell you something, because me, motivation, consistency, I used to struggle with it. Sometimes I slip, but I get right back up. Knock me down 9, I get up 10. And that's because I found my own motivation. Hi divas, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Emmy here. Before I get right to it, you know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get into this video. Today's topic is how to create your own motivation. I don't know if you're struggling to pursue your goals, if you're feeling stuck in a rut. Either way, this video is for you. So I'm gonna see you at the end of this video. All right? All right. So before we go into the tips, let's just really understand motivation. Motivation is that spark that gets you to where you need to be. So when you're going through challenging times, you're going to experience different fluxes in your motivation, right? And even just your energy in general. So that's why we have to find not only strategies to help find motivation, but also to maintain it. Step 1 is clearly setting the goals, which means having a clear vision. Okay, when you have a clear vision, what's the goal? Let's say for me, I want to grow on YouTube, right? What's the number that I have in mind, an end goal? I always have a visual representation. I have a plaque with my name on it, right? The YouTube plaque on my vision board. Working backwards. Okay, well, what do I need to do to get there? Well, I have to post consistently. Well, how often do I want to post? Okay, right now it's twice a month because I'm in school. Well, what do I need to do? What does it take to post? Well, I gotta come up with the topic, I gotta film it, and I have to edit it, and I have to post it. Okay, so how much time does all of those things take? Being really realistic with how much time those things take. Now that I know that, what days and when can I plug that in, right? This could be setting a concrete time of every Tuesday from 10 to 12, I work on this. Or it could be, this requires 2 hours a week to get to this goal. Really being clear what the time constraint is, so that way you always set the time to do it. Now, if you're somebody that is now in the moment to do the said time thing and you don't because you get distracted, I put my phone in another room. My phone is in another room. That's the only way I do schoolwork. That's the only way I film. I have to put my phone in another room. I won't even do work in my own home if I can, because I just get too distracted. That's me. If that works for you, if you can, good for you. But I know I'm the most productive when I'm not at home. Another thing that I do that keeps me motivated to, like, I'm just gonna stick on the topic of content creation, right? I keep my camera next to where my makeup is. So now every day that I want to do my makeup, which is basically every day, I see my camera. It's in my plain sight. I have to keep my goal right in front of me. If I put my camera in the closet, then I won't have any visual reminders, right? So now I have it on my vision board, and now I have my camera in front of me every single day, and it's like, damn bitch, you didn't pick her up again? Pick it up and film. Another thing that I do is I have no notifications on any social media, and I put my phone on Do Not Disturb quite often. I think that just keeps me in the present moment. I get distracted pretty easily, so not seeing, hey, this person's calling you or texting you, it really does help. So that's one thing to try. Another thing that I do that keeps me motivated is I try not to watch any shows. Now that I'm on break from school, I'm watching Love is Blind. Okay, I have to admit it. Normally, I'm watching a lot of other YouTubers that I respect, especially people who just post a lot of content about motivation and mindset, like Leo Skeppy and Wizard Liz, for example. Like, I really like their content, and they kind of just talk to you in a way that's like, you're not getting the goals because you're being lazy. Who are you mad at? It has to be you. Like, you know, like sometimes I need that reminder. Or I'll even watch like army guys, like those army, I don't even know what his name is. I just type in like yelling motivational speech. And sometimes I start my day to that. Or like when I'm in the gym, I listen to that. And it's like this army guy. And he's very like kind of aggressive. But it works for me. It works for me because I have nobody around me that is going to tell me the way I need to be reminded, right? So I have to go out there and find it. And I am happy that I prefer to go out there and find it, because going out there and finding it is giving me exactly what I need. I need somebody that's going to tell me, you're a lazy bum. That's why you're not getting your goals. You have no self-control. And then I'm like, oh my God, I have no self-control. Let me get some self-control. You know, and that's one thing that really keeps me motivated, because once you're hearing that over and over and over again, and you see yourself not spending the time, like it takes time, right? Like maybe you spend a week just listening to those types of content and podcasts, but then after a while your brain is listening. Even if you're cooking or talking or doing something else, your brain is listening to that. So eventually it gets to a point where it's like, I'm not doing it still. Like then you just get disappointed with yourself. I think that type of disappointment can move you forward. I think also sometimes when it comes to motivation and like actually doing the task, sometimes we think, oh, like let's say it's the gym. oh, I'm gonna work out and do weights and do all these things for an hour. Like, sometimes all you have to do is a small task. Sometimes just getting there and building that routine is enough, right? Like, for me right now, for the past like 3 weeks, all I've done in the gym is walk on the treadmill. And now I've established and created this routine for myself where I'm constantly going to the gym. And now it's like, okay, like honestly, first in the beginning, when I first got there, I would go on the treadmill and like scroll on social media. And yeah, sometimes I still do that, but I don't do that as often. Now I'm doing more of the podcast. But I say this because it's habit stacking, right? You wanna combine the bad habit with the good habit, so that way eventually you can drop the bad habit and incorporate the good habit. It takes about 28 days to build a habit. Just doing something small. You want to build the routine. You want to turn an activity into a habit, into your routine, right? Let's say you want to eat healthier. Okay, well, instead of getting fries or that burger, get a side salad. Now you're training your stomach to eat less, right? So then eventually you'll be able to eat just a salad for lunch, right? You've shrunk your stomach gradually. It doesn't always have to be something that's so extreme, right? Because extreme is not sustainable, and we want to do things that are sustainable. The secret to success is hidden in your daily habit. The habits that you have are the building blocks for your life. And the habits that you have, everything that you do today is impacting you 2 weeks from now, a month from now, 2 years from now. Our habits shape who we are and what we achieve. It's all about making tiny changes that compound over time to create the big outcomes, right? So when we talk about habit stacking, it's linking new habits to old habits. You want to create a change. For example, if you want to work out more, you should work out in the morning with a podcast instead of listening to music, right? That way you're learning something new, you're educating yourself, you're starting your morning with new information and exercise, and then you're also exercising. Our brains are wired to look for a reward. So if you're stuck in a habit loop, scrolling on social media or sleeping in or eating junk food, it's because your body is stuck on a habit loop. So we have to make whatever we desire the most rewarding option. The last point I want to touch on is consistency. It's not about being perfect. It's not about giving it your all every day. It's about showing up every day. When you show up, even on days that it's tough, it brings you closer to your goal. All right, well, I think that's everything that I have for this video. Let me know in the comments if this was helpful. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Have a great day. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you're not. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.